First question for you. Everybody should know this. In what type of account can short sales be executed? Nice. Margin accounts. Because the short seller is doing what? Borrowing. Nicely done, Amanda. Borrowing what? What is the short seller borrowing? We're borrowing stock. We're not borrowing cash. You know, your traditional margin idea, you say you borrow some money, buy some stocks. That's one way to borrow. But what are we borrowing? We're borrowing stock to sell it. And then what do we have to do to close the position? Do we need to buy or sell? What do we need to do to close the position? We need to buy stocks and then return them to the lender. Okay, let's go through it this way. Okay. So, we've got somebody, we're going to call it broker-dealer A. We're going to call this guy Sam, short seller. We're going to call Bob, buyer. Okay. So, broker-dealer A lends 100 shares ABC to Sam. Right? That's running this way. Sam sells 100 borrowed shares to Bob at $20 per share. Notice Sam earns or receives $2,000 for the sale. So far, so good? Pays $2,000. Bob owns the stock. This was leg one. So far, so good? All right. Is Bob in our picture anymore? Is Bob in the picture anymore? No, he's done. Okay, leg two. Sam wants to close the position. What does Sam have to do? Sam has to get, to do so, he needs to return 100 shares ABC to broker-dealer A. All right. So, Sam buys 100 shares ABC in the market. All right. Takes ownership of those shares and then returns them to broker-dealer A. Tell me the price that Sam pays for the shares. And then tell me, yeah, at the market. Somebody give me a number. 25 for 1,000 for $25 a share. He takes ownership and is there. Is Sam happy? No. Right? He sold at 20 and bought at 25. Loss of $5 per share. Right? If, on the other hand, in a different story, if he bought the new shares at 18, happy or sad? Yeah. Sold at 20. Covered. This is called covering. Gain of $2 a share. Okay. Last piece of the puzzle that you may see. When Sam gets the $2,000, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do 10,000 shares just for illustration here. And he receives $200,000. Does Sam need to meet Reg T? Yes or no? Yes. How much cash must he deposit? 50%. So his account now has 200K in proceeds plus 100K in Reg T equals 300K total. Right, I bumped this up so we wouldn't run into the FINRA rules around $2,000. All right, how are we feeling on short sales? Good? Okay. Remember, this is leg one, where I borrow the stock, sell it, get the cash, and then I'm sitting on a pile of cash. And then I use that pile of cash to buy the stock back at the price.